Hmm. What was I gonna? Oh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
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 Mm.
What the heck?
What was that?
Clay?
Yeah.
Are you looking at the chat?
Yeah. Oh wait, the chat or?
Yeah, for on Twitch.
Oh, hold on. No,
Our
I'm not.
auto mod bot just flagged stream elements for saying nerd junkies hyphen and says that's bullying.
I'm looking at. Oh, probably because it says the word nerd.
Junkies, maybe?
I don't know. No, I have the restream up, but it doesn't say anything about it.
No, because it's like the auto mod thing.
Yeah.
So you gotta accept or something.
There's this article that just popped up in my feed, and it's like GTA, the remaster trilogy specs, like PC specs, discovered, and people are like, oh, it dashes hopes for a full remaster, and it's like, or for like a full remake, and it's like, yeah, they never said it was a remake. They said they were just upping the graphics a little bit. It's like, yeah, like a 970 will play it, and it's like, yeah, who cares? These games are 20 years old.
People want new everything.
I mean, I would love a remake from the ground up. I would adore that, but I know it's not going to happen, so I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, because I mean that's just too much.
That's too much effort. They probably have like 1,000 people working on GTA 6. They're not going to bother doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they already said this remake is also coming to like Android and iOS and stuff. It's like, yeah, this isn't gonna be like GTA 5 on your phone, dude. Come on, idiots.
Those hopes are going up too high.
Boom, boom.
You don't have Netflix, do you, Clay?
I have Netflix, yes.
Oh, I'm about to say, like, I thought you'd say you didn't.
I do. I have access to it, yes.
Okay. Short question. Have you seen Squid Game?
I have not.
Hmm.
Um, I see it everywhere online.
Yeah.
Like
I actually
everybody,
saw it the other day.
yeah. I'll say this. I stick to comedies.
Hmm.
I just want to watch funny stuff. I just want to laugh. I don't do suspense, drama. Nah. It's like
I just decided to watch it because I mean everyone was like trending and like showing a lot of the stuff
yeah,
on it. It's just like
yeah,
I'll just watch it and see what the fuck happens.
yeah. Everyone is losing their mind over it right now, and like that's fine. I
Mhm.
just
About what?
Game.
Squid Game.
Oh yeah, it's a
Have you
good
seen
show.
it?
I like it.
So yeah.
It doesn't have to be like people should like be going ape shit about it, but some people really like it. I like it. I'm just not like, oh, I gotta buy all the franchise stuff and buy it all. It was like, no.
There's like hundreds of other movies and TV shows that are similar, and yet like they think like, oh my god, this has never been done.
I just think most of this stuff is just, it's a good show. Yeah, there are plenty of shows like Squid Game out there, but because it's Netflix and their subscriber base, it blew it out of proportion, right? So
I mean, it's just like Tiger King.
at
I never
least
saw that.
at least shows that are worth a damn are getting the recognition they deserve, only because of the platform that they're being played on.
I can't wait for season 2, Mr. Beast, Squid Games. Yeah, I just yeah, I had no interest in watching it. I heard about it. Like everybody online is talking about it, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Everybody kept talking about how it's like a battle royale in real life. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, well, kind of.
Cool.
It's got some things,
it's
but I
more-
mean that's just on the characters.
Yeah, it's like it's more like Fall Guy in real life.
Yeah.
That's more accurate statement.
And everybody tries to do that cookie thing.
Umbraus, I don't even know what I can't wait for season 2, Mr. Beast, Squid Games. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I think Mr. Beast is that YouTuber, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he gives like so much money away if you win, like if you're the last person to leave or not click something.
Yeah. So it's pretty similar, but
Okay, I have no idea. I don't know who that is.
But it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
You boomer.
Yeah, I am a boomer. I was there when YouTube started, but okay, I'm a boomer. You're right. Oh, he's that super popular influencer on YouTube. It's like, yeah, that's
For this
needle in the
month.
haystack right there.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
Too much
For this
trending, in my
month, he'll
opinion.
be the most popular YouTuber. Actually, Mr. Beast is on there been a while. He's been there for, I want to say, like his viewership has been pretty solid for about like 2 or 3 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
That's cool.
it's kind of like PewDiePie. You know who PewDiePie is. You don't watch none of his shit, but you know who
You
he
know
is
the
only
name.
because the media has put him.
I
out
know
there.
the name, and I've seen about 10 minutes of PewDiePie ever, and I remember, and I was like, this guy's famous? I was like...
I didn't mind his stuff in the beginning, but it's just like
Which is why it's gonna prompt me to say, so you're saying we still have a chance?
I was like,
exactly.
yeah, I didn't get it. I was like, all right, this is clearly for the youths out there,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, like whatever. I don't get, look, boomer moment here. Yeah, I also don't get like super famous unboxing video YouTube channels
Yeah.
where it's just like,
That's
hey, here's
really
this
just
new
something
Barbie
now.
doll. Let's open it.
There's
And
a
then
lot
they-
of
and it's
poor
like-
people out there, Clay. You know who can't afford fucking unboxing shit.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know, man. Why are
Like
there
I said,
people?
hey, you do you. All right, like
Why is one of Korea's biggest category for viewership fucking somebody eating loudly in ASMR?
Oh,
I don't
God,
know.
don't remind me.
That's another thing. I don't understand ASMR either.
I don't either. But
Like, how is that a thing? Like, I'm just
Right.
gonna
everything
super
was
listen
just
to you do
multiplied.
stuff.
Everything
Yeah.
was just multiplied by the pandemic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
So
like-
if you didn't have time to view it back then, now you do.
Yeah, it's like, whatever. It's all good.
This
Whatever.
is why I'm on TikTok a lot.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
give me the short videos. I'm fine.
Yeah. By the way, the countdown is not 5 minutes, but we'll just put it there. All right.
But it
I get
But it
my
says-
timer.
but it says it's 4 minutes.
You know
That's
what?
gonna put us over 12
Shut up.
o'clock, Joe. That's
Nope.
that's
Yep.
He deletes the timer.
I mean, it's 1
Yeah.
minute away. It's only 5 minutes.
There.
5
It's gone.
You should just have it endlessly blink 12. You know, like,
Yeah, right.
like old school VCR style, where it's just
shit. I had a
Oh, God.
Ma,
no.
we had a power outage.
what time is it?
God damn it, I gotta press the buttons.
I gotta set the VCR. What time is it? This is gonna throw off all my scheduled recordings.
Yeah. You gotta calm down. You're the only one who knows how to set it on the microwave. It's literally clock, Ma.
It's
Just
the
hold
clock
it down.
button. The button says clock.
I set the manual on top of the microwave
Oh,
for you to read.
My favorite one from Mom is like, yeah, but you do it better. Son of a bitch.
No. The worst.
I was trying to
excuse.
avoid using my knees.
Oh.
We're such terrible kids.
Love you, Mom.
Yeah, I love you, Mom. All right,
You never
we're ready to
watched
go here. Y'all still have me. Oh my goodness.
I'm thinking about getting robot legs.
Yeah, it's a risky.
It's a risky procedure.
I mean,
But I think it'll be
they're
worth
already
it.
coming out with a sniper robot dog, so I mean,
Oh yeah, big dog. Yeah,
yep.
Yeah.
I think it's terrifying.
All right, let's do this, everybody. It is 12:01. We're ready to rock with the game news.
It's that time for our weekly Game News Live podcast. Be a part of
I
the
saw an
show by
article the other
joining us
day.
at
Actually, the original Deus Ex now
nerdcast.com/live.
has a patch or like a mod
Saturdays,
where
12
it's
noon
like
Pacific, 3
it
p.m. Eastern.
changes JC Denton, who's like your main character, into a female, and they've like re-recorded all the lines.
OG.
With,
Oh,
like,
no shit.
yeah, with like a female voice. So like when you launch the game, you basically choose do you want male or female JC Denton. And I was like, oh, that's really cool, actually. Like, yeah.
I wonder how many lines of dialogue they had to change to like the NPCs to
Like, he's coming.
Yeah.
She's coming. Yeah, I don't know.
And not only that, but clearly you'd have to get it close to actual voice actor, or else it'd be all for nothing.
Dude, no one's gonna remember what guard number 7 said.
I'm
sounds
just
like.
saying.
There is a way to actually change it. A friend of mine is actually making a Mortal Kombat fan game with a bunch of other characters, and he's able to change the
Kind of like
some of the
Legion.
fatalities and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And actually has the announcers saying the fatalities.
I feel like those are like far more interesting than some of the actual mythos and backseat stories of the actual games. Because some of these like people who develop these games, it's just like they're just over fanning because they're literally creating their own game of something they enjoy, and it's just like this third party thing, and so they go overboard with it. Now
Yeah.
Raiden has a brother. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What's that story like? Because freaking they're not gonna go into it on the official side, so it's like this character doesn't even exist. So I'm more interested in that. But all right, welcome everyone to the weekly game news,
Hello.
where we give you
Hello.
all the game news facts without context. Enjoy. Wait a second.
Wait, what?
Wait a second. What is this?
What?
G4?
Oh my gosh.
Speaking about
We got a story
G4.
about G4 coming
Yeah,
up.
we have a story about G4 coming up. So stick around for that. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, welcome to the game news. As always, your host, Clay Doggy, Mel, and myself, LT Joe, are here to give you the game news. So this is just like regular news, pretty much.
Yeah.
Basically.
So there's a traffic pileup on the 015 today. If you
no one cares, Bob.
check out, make sure you leave early. Hit that spaghetti bowl. You know.
Yeah. Do you ever think they question themselves and be like, I'm glad there's no viewers. There's no viewer count in front of me.
What up, Zion?
You know what I mean?
You know, yeah, but like real newscasters.
Yeah, like real newscasters. Do you think they care ever if anybody's viewing them, or because
No.
the platform
No.
has obviously changed now, right?
Well, and yes, because also traditional TV, old school TV, didn't go by how many viewers watched you. Yes, that's what the ratings were for.
Yeah.
But not everybody is in those groups, right? Yeah. So they survey 5,000 people out of 14 million, and they go 80% are watching you. And it's
so they truncated it into
just
out of
and it's we're doing really well then.
Yeah.
You know, and it's that's 80% of 4,000 people. Yeah. That's
and by the way,
that's not a lot.
And by the way, if you want to know where they're viewing you from, you're SOL.
Yeah, and it's
Good luck.
But yeah, so that's the old school thing. Now we literally have metrics. We can go, we had this many viewers at this time, and these times are more popular than other times, and all that stuff.
Hey, BK.
Hey, what's up? Hey, thanks for joining us, y'all. If you can spread the word out to your socials, we really appreciate it. Welcome, BK. Welcome, Zion. Cranky Pants. As always, we're gonna be going to the game releases real soon. Actually, right now, right? You want to go through it right now?
I would say one more thing. For real newscasters out there, your morning news, the traffic reports, right? When is there not traffic in the morning at 7 a.m.? For them to be oh, here's a shot of the freeway, and there's back-to-back traffic. You get on those surface streets or whatever. It's that's literally every day.
I'd say nobody ever on the track cams is if there is a bad storm, for me, since I live in the South, hurricanes, tornadoes, and all that stuff. Yeah. That'd be the only time you'd ever see anybody on the track cams.
You're saying the on-ramp to from the 95 to the 15 is blocked off and crazy bumper to bumper?
Surprise!
Man, I did not know that was going to happen.
Translating that into our world here, it's us doing a special announcement. It'd be breaking news: next gen consoles hard to find. You might want to start looking extra hard.
Thank you.
Hey, the PlayStation 5 is coming out next week. You might want to try to get one on pre-order. They might be hard to find.
Yeah. This just in. You heard it here first.
Breaking news. Yeah. This just in.
Yeah. It's always kind of done like that. But all right, let's get on to game releases for this week.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, is that you?
EA has Microsoft.
Breaking news! This just in. I hear the new FIFA game is just gambling.
E-gas.
You don't actually play soccer. You just bet on who's going to win, and EA takes all the money. Yeah. All right.
All right. So let's get on with the game releases. We got a couple of them this week, but one of them that is. I didn't even know that Ashley Tisdale was in, which I guess I should have known because a lot of as you pointed out, Clay, you did state this company usually takes some big heavy hitter stars and puts them in their games. Well, for me,
stars.
Malik is a star to me.
Yes.
He's Remy Malik, who was in Until Dawn, same supermassive game,
Mr. Robot.
company. Mr. Robot. He was not Mr. Robot back then.
No,
he was Akhman Ra from the Night at the Museum movies, and that was cool because
which is so weird looking at him now. It's just that's
little known fact.
Mr.
Love
Robot.
those movies.
That was his first starring role, wasn't it?
I love those movies. He was actually in a TV show, this TV sitcom that I used to watch a long time ago, and I totally forgot what it was called because it didn't last long. Rami Malek's awesome. You know, he's the new Bond villain. He was in Until Dawn, but now he's like a star.
Yeah.
You know, like now he's like A-list. Back then he wasn't really there. So they're kind of taking like these B-list level and below stars. Ashley Tisdale, I've heard the name.
You better watch out that we hope we never get any of them on our on the show ever. Because this is a web archive right now.
Look. Okay. Who else was in Until Dawn? You had Hayden Panettiere. That was like the other star in that game, right?
Yeah.
She's in like
She's hot.
Some TV shows. She's in like some Hallmark movies or something like that. Good for her. Nothing against her. I'm sure she's a very talented actress.
Actually, you know what?
Would you say she's like in an A-list movie out right now, or
no?
She's.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna say.
We are NerdJunkies.com. We're like Q-list on like game journalism. Okay, so it's like I get it.
I'm gonna say screw you, Clay, before you make this point. Okay. Don't you make your evidence speak against my points? How dare? Okay, she's B-list.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, you have some good actors.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just, whatever. But no, Ashley Tisdale, I know the name. Yeah. Like, what is?
She was a big Disney star. And
she was a huge Disney star. I think she was.
Musical.
I think she did she was like Sharpay something on Disney
Evans,
or whatever. Don't look too much into it. Put your boomer eyebrows back up.
Who?
Hey.
Ashley, who? Hey, yeah. Is this one of the talkies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these games, this publisher or the developer is known for putting actors and doing some really good mocap with them. You can clearly see here, she looks exactly like that. Rachel King, CIA field officer. This game.
I will say this: I am excited for this game.
Really?
Like Supermassive Games, they have this whole it's called the Dark Pictures Anthology. Like this is like all their games. Like Until Dawn was kind of before this whole thing started, but like Until Dawn came out and it was like these are the kind of games we want to make.
Right.
And Until Dawn was fantastic, by the way. Mm-hmm. Like I would recommend that game to anyone. But it's like, and then they had like Man of Medan was the start of this Dark Pictures thing. Man of Medan, and then what did we say, Mel, earlier? Was it Little Hope or Lost Hope?
Little Hope.
Little Hope was the one after that, and then this is now House of Ashes is like part 3 of this anthology. Right. We don't even know how many games are going to be in this.
Yeah.
I think there's supposed to be one more after this one.
Even going back to Man of Medan, it's like they kind of give you clues about future games, like that guy, the curator who's like kind of oversees your game. It's like his bookshelf. I think it actually has like all the books already there. Right. And all of these games actually show trailers for the next game. Like once you beat it, it's like, oh, by the way, here's part 4 or something.
Oh, wow.
So no, but these games are actually really fun if you like the Heavy Rain style game.
I played it with one of my friends, Scully Girl. We played Man of Medan. It's terrifying. She hates these type of games, but she still loves playing like co-op 4 games, stuff like that. Whenever we play, because it makes it a lot easier to deal with.
Yeah, we've actually seen her around the Discord, and I've actually seen some of her clips on TikTok. So. Yeah, pretty cool stuff.
I'm BK saying play it with Joel or Melvin. I'm actually going to play it with Syndicate, and because we have gone through all of these together, so that's kind of like my normal.
And the thing about these games, whenever you play co-op, you can't see what the other person's seeing,
unless you're playing couch co-op.
Yeah.
Like if you're playing couch co-op, it's like it basically split screens. Mm-hmm. But there are times in the game where it's which it really lends itself to replayability, because like my character will be off doing this thing and then his is over here doing this thing, and it's two completely like sides of the story, different dialogue, different situations. Like I'm like reading a book or something like that, and he's like, oh my god, it's after me, I'm running, oh my god, what's going on? And I'm like, I'm just reading a book, brother. I don't know.
Is that a mechanic that's intentional, or is that something that is?
Yeah, because more than likely they're going to want you to play it again and again.
Oh, right? I see what you mean.
Zion 9's, is that the one that Ryan killed me in? That was Man of Medan. So, one of the couch co-op ways you can play this game is every person on the couch is assigned a character in the game. And so it'll be like, I'm Steve, and Zion 9 is Bob, and Ryan is Helen, or something like that. And then the game will play, and you're exploring, you're doing your thing, and then it'll be like, like cliffhanger. Oh my god! And then the screen will fade out and go, pass the controller to Bob. And then, okay, here you go. And then Bob takes over, and now it's like Bob's point of view of like what's going on. Yeah. And Ryan got to a part of Man of Medan near the end and just murdered the crap out of Zion 9. And we were telling him like, don't do that, and he was like, no man, Dad.
Yep, that's kind of what happened.
Yeah.
So this one is out on all major platforms on the 22nd of this month. Make sure you check it out if you're into these kind of games. It looks really cool, and it definitely has like a huge story base. And not only that, but it's part of an entire line of games, right?
Yeah. So like this is part 3 of this the Dark Pictures anthology, but you could also, so technically they also did Until Dawn, which again, recommended. There was a PlayStation VR game based on Until Dawn, that like Carnival of Blood or something like that. There was that, and then they also had a phone type game, kind of like a Jackbox style game, where it was called Hidden Agenda, where it basically, kind of like a Jackbox game, the game is played on like a PS4, and you play it with your phone.
Gotcha.
And each character has like their own input that you do on the phones.
Gotcha. That's cool. Hey, Clay, by the way, what phone is that? This
is the Pixel 5a.
Oh, okay. That's why I couldn't recognize the back, because of that button there. Is that a sensor?
Yeah, it's just like
your finger
where Google does like that to unlock it. Okay. Yeah.
Cool beans.
Mine does that too.
All right, let's talk. Let's be humble. Let's humble down for a bit. Okay.
Is it really humble?
Normally, I don't like to promote Humble Bundle anymore.
Why is that, Clay?
Because
Please go down that rabbit hole.
I'll tell you why, Joe.
Now that's where you grab a Snickers.
Ooh.
You're not you, and you're hungry.
Exactly. No, so this game, actually, Joe, I was thinking of you when I was watching this trailer.
Oh, why is that?
Because this is very old school looking shooter. So like, it's a dual hand though. It's not just like gun in the face, Yeah.
This reminds me a lot of Hexen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so I saw this and I was like, I think Joe might be interested in this. That's why I included it. And I was like, I just wanted to get your initial reactions on this.
I mean, that's the first thing I thought when I saw this is Hexen. Now, clearly you're not using guns or anything, and that's cool. Yeah. But you had my only requirement for video games, which is the crosshairs there. Amazing. AAA game. 10 out of 10. Already. Nah. Yeah, I'd have to try this out, but dude, this thing looks like it's gonna give me a seizure just by looking.
I'm not saying, is this a VR game? But I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Shit. Hold on. Sorry.
You all right?
Hold on. That you just reminded me of something. Hold on a second. Go on.
By the way, this is coming on all major platforms.
Watch the video. I'll be with you in a second.
October 18th. This is also out on PCs. Right now it's on the Humble link that we just posted up, that Belle posted up on the chat. So if you're interested in what looks like to be a first-person shooter that is all about alchemy and magic, and not only that, but probably having a seizure warning at the very boot up of the game, this is for you. Clay needs to change pants.
Hold on. Hold on.
What are you looking for?
I missed a story, and I'm going to throw it into the news real quick. Hold on.
All right.
Clay?
Sounds
forgetting a story?
Look, Clay doesn't get excited about posting stories, but it feels like this one's targeted here.
Well, look, it is. There we go. Hold on. All right. We'll get to this one after the next.
Okay.
So, Joe, if you want to...
After Battlefield, you want me to go
into...
Okay.
After Battlefield, I just updated the list with the link and everything.
All right, so then you describe that one while I get the next one ready.
Battlefield 2042. I'm sure everybody and their mom knows what this game is. It's had it had the open beta last week. It had a closed beta a few months ago. I hear that one was really good. I wasn't in it because that would break NDA. This is Battlefield. This is the new thing. If you've played Battlefield multiplayer since, I want to say probably 3 is kind of when they revamped it. Battlefield, 1942, 2, those were both awesome. And then when 3 came out, they kind of turned it into what it is now. So 3, 4, 1, 5, 2042. So it's Battlefield. It's a giant open map. You have vehicles, you got guns, you have 4 classes you can play as in these. The classes don't make a ton of difference because it's mostly you just die really fast anyway. Oh, and also, if you remember, they showed off the portal where you can kind of create your own game maps. Looks really cool. Something I will say, this game is multiplayer only. There is no campaign. I would say normally I would say that's an instant turnoff for me, but Battlefield campaigns are they're very hit and miss and mostly miss. So I think Battlefield 1, like the World War I game, I think that was the first good campaign they ever made. So it's like, that one was actually pretty good. But aside from that, this is just going to be more multiplayer mayhem. I can already hear this game is way better than Call of Duty, and Call of Duty is way better than Battlefield, and I can already just hear it because it happens every time a Battlefield game comes out.
But it's also strategically released too, so it's just like it falls in line with their off season and Battlefield's on season, right? So it's like it is what it is. But I'm not as excited for Battlefield games anymore. Not because they're not. Battlefield games are great. They're there's definitely a divide between Call of Duty players and Battlefield players because it's just different enough for where your play styles don't match up in both games. So you can't just pick up one and the other and just expect to be good at it. But it's still a lot of the same. I'm not really getting anything different.
Did you play the open beta last week?
I have not played the open beta. Okay. I saw enough of the open beta to be like, I don't see anything.
It is very typical Battlefield.
Right.
Which, that's not a bad thing. It has an audience.
It's not broken.
It has an audience. It's just, this is...
Oh, wait, Battlefield
Hardline had the best campaign out of all of them. What the hell am I thinking? Right. Anyway, this is Battlefield. If you like Battlefield 3, 4, 1, 5, this is a shoo-in for you. From what I played of it, it was just like, oh, I played this.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's a tornado now. Cool. All right.
Cool
that shakes it up. Yeah. I am excited. I know we talked about this in the past. I am excited to just for the YouTube content alone to see what people come up with in that Battlefield portal system. Just to see what kind of crazy game.
Well, yeah, I think that's one of the things we're most interested about. But the fact that it's an afterthought is just like clearly there might not be that much.
I wouldn't even say it's an afterthought. It's kind of like a side thought. Like they're saying here's the game, but here's cool stuff as well.
Sure. I think that's different enough for me to be interested in it, but is it going to be different enough to hold me for the rest of the game? I don't think.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But if you are strictly multiplayer shooter person, Battlefield's here for you.
Right.
Yeah. And Umbraus wants to point out, if you're buying it and you need an SSD, there is a Western Digital Black SN750 Battlefield Edition SSD, which includes the game for free.
And I definitely recommend those SSDs because they are amazing.
Would you say they have more S than the other SSDs?
I would say they had more S than they compete enough with Samsung's SSDs.
Is their state more solid than the other states?
Far more solid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Western Digital, more solider state.
Yeah. But in the way that, urban people say it, like, man, that's solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, Solid.
Cringe is real.
All right, let's go on to the next one that Clay was.
This is the one that I forgot. Okay,
The
I forgot.
one.
My bad. And when I heard about this, I was like, oh, because this didn't show up on my normal like coming soon sites. And I actually saw this on Twitter, and I was like, oh, I need to include that because one, I want Mel to talk about it, and two, we have Zion9 in here, who's like the biggest VR fanboy on the planet that I know of.
Right.
So Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
VR.
So I believe we spoke about Resident Evil 4 getting a dedicated game in VR about maybe 6 months to a year ago.
Yeah.
And we were all wondering, like, what is that going to look like? Do I have to like anything from me in the game because it's Facebook oriented and it's Oculus? But at the same time, it's just like we didn't have a lot of answers. Well, now we have quite a bit of answers of what the game's going to be like. If you take a look here on the link, you're gonna get the entire the entire experience. That's literally you can hear this. You can hear this image, right? Like, it's just, damn it. Yeah.
Honestly, it's like in my brain. The second I see Ashley anywhere, Leon! It's like,
yeah. And so here we have I believe this is the standalone Oculus Quest 2.
Quest 2, yeah.
So a standalone playing a full VR game that's no chump in graphical fidelity, but it's still dated, right? And it's doing it really well. You get to see some of these battles here that go with, I don't know what that is, an ogre or something like that.
That's the El Gigante.
Yeah. Everybody's going to be throwing hands with Ashley in VR.
Exactly. Just endless amounts of wasted ammo just on Ashley.
So many game overs.
Here, you go hide in that trash can. Bye.
Like, bye, never will see
One
you
of the
again.
most
Oh
annoying
crap, I can't
aspects.
believe her.
But yeah. So now Resident Evil 4 is coming to VR. I believe this is out on the 21st. Get your hands on it.
It's only on the Oculus, not on HTC.
Yeah.
This is an exclusive. And keep in mind, there is still the rumor out there that there is a full-blownsies RE4 remake coming, not this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then, but a full-blown Resident Evil 4 remake?
So the rumor, which has been going around for like a year now, is like Resident Evil 4 is getting a from the ground up remake, similar to what they did with like RE2 and 3 remake. A full-blownsies from the ground up, and they've even said it might even be a reimagining of RE4. So it's not going to be the same game.
Wow.
It's going to have some changes.
That's cool.
That's the rumor. Now we don't know what's going on with that. That's all Capcom. But but when this was announced, people were like, "Oh dear God, I hope this isn't the remake they've been talking about."
Right.
That
makes sense.
Yeah.
Umbraus is saying someone will figure out how to mess with it and put it on other headsets.
Doesn't that always happen?
Hope so.
It's so
Like,
easy. It's almost like just changing a couple of attributes from the runtime and then just being done with it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but this is cool. Like, Mel, you don't have an Oculus, right?
No.
Okay, Joe, you're just Vive, right?
Yeah, I just have a
Okay.
Vive.
So if anybody can now, okay, I'm not VR guy, right? So like the Quest 2, it's standalone. Is it? Can you even like capture with it?
I have someone who actually does have an Oculus. They are able to do that, but he has to change a couple of settings. But
Okay.
he
has to
can.
output to the USB-C or something like that.
I
Okay.
believe so.
If that's the case, then so Zion9 has one. If you want to stream this after you're done with
Please.
Yakuza Kiwami 2, then I will gladly watch this
Gets in tight.
because I Yakuza Kiwami 2.
Bless you.
So he's currently playing Yakuza Kiwami 2 right now, and once he's done with that, I love RE4. I will gladly tell you what weapons you're using wrong, just like I did with Mel.
Leon. Are we
And,
seriously going into that again?
And why you should be selling jewels and treasures to upgrade your weapons even
Again,
further.
I am not selling in spite of you. I am not selling all my treasures.
You're
No.
just hoarding it all.
She hoards everything. The game doesn't. It's like
Okay.
the game ends. It's not like an open world game.
Okay.
It doesn't just put you back in the world.
My challenge to myself, okay? I used to sell this stuff all the time because I've played this game so many damn times. I would actually sell it, but now that Clay's like, why aren't you selling it? Why aren't you selling it? You know what? Just in spite of you, I am not selling it.
You should just
Your
tell them.
weapons could be so good if you had the money to sell the crap. It does nothing for you. Its entire purpose in the game is to be sold.
Whatever. You're not my real dad.
I do what I want.
Yeah.
Okay, Queen Latifah.
I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, if she decides
I'm a
to play
DX
that
me.
way, that's her $30 in the bargain bin. You know.
Exactly.
All right. Let's get on with the next one. I believe right now we're going to get into game news. Rumor control is a little bit later because it ties into another story. But we will get on with game news.
Game news.
ASMR edition.
Ooh, I'm feeling it. I don't. Is that
All
what people
right.
do?
So,
Do they feel ASMR? I don't.
I mean, they're going to feel something, but
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, so Ghost Recon Frontline, I guess, is pulling back that beta or closed test alpha or whatever they want to call it. They are pulling back on releasing it due to we're still got to develop this a little bit further, guys.
We talked about this. It was last week, right? Last week, Ghost Recon Frontline, which is Ubisoft's new battle royale game set in the Ghost Recon universe. Let's just say, as predicted, the response did not go well. there were not many people excited for this. They already have a battle royale game, Hyperscape, which I think is still alive.
There are
this
many
kind of
forms of
game-
alive
Technically,
alive.
technically, bacteria eating a dead body is alive.
play.
So
I'll
yeah.
say this in Google for Hyperscape.
Mhm.
The you usually see that people also ask questions.
Mhm.
The first thing is Hyperscape dead?
So yeah, but Ubisoft has announced that they're slow in their roll. They spelled Fortnite wrong. You know what? You're right. Medal of Honor Frontline spelled that wrong. So yeah, this is the response did not go well.
Yeah.
This was basically a bunch of people saying, one, like they're criticizing Ubisoft because of all the bad sexual harassment stuff that goes on in their company. Two, we don't need another battle royale game. Three, you microtransact almost as much as EA does nowadays. And four, it was like, how is this Ghost Recon? Like, none of this is part of the Ghost Recon property. That would be like Splinter Cell Racing. It's like, this is a complete swing and a miss when it comes to Ghost Recon. So
Rainbow Six Kart.
Yeah, Rainbow Six Battle Kart.
Yeah.
It's like, this is...
Would it be weird?
It did not go well.
Speaking about the whole controversial thing with Ubisoft and sexual harassment, would it be weird to start a meme war with Pepe Le Pew and just have Ubisoft's logo on top of his face?
That would be hilarious because they are a French-owned company. So that would be perfect, actually. Yeah, him just grabbing whatever the girl skunk's name or is.
Yeah, the cat. That.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cat. It wasn't even a skunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was forever ago.
Dude, that was a long time ago. And see, I didn't even get mad. I was actually happy that Speedy Gonzalez was representing us. Damn it.
No, that's not their logo already. Their logo's the flushing toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
And you can tell it's going the right direction because they're on that side of the hemisphere.
Exactly.
All right, let's get on with it. So yeah, sad
Moving
news
on.
for Frontline, for all you Frontline fans out there.
All those people out there who were like, no, it was so close. Oh my god, you need whenever we get rumor control or something like that, we need like tumbleweed.
Yeah.
Like tumbleweed just blowing across the screen. You're like, who's excited? Click. Yeah.
All
We
right.
need that. Okay. That's
Well,
perfect.
let's go on to the next one. This is going to get a couple of people excited who've been wanting to get their hands on a Sony PlayStation 5. They are bringing the opportunity. You can register.
This is not a guarantee by any means.
And
You can
This
register.
is kind of like those. Yeah.
You can register to basically get in line to when a PS5 is going to be available for you to purchase.
You can register for the opportunity to buy one. Now, this is actually good. Like, I'm not going to say anything bad about this at all. I like they should have done this last year. And they actually, even before launch, they actually had a thing on their site, like on their site, where it was like,
Basically.
oh yeah, you could register for a chance to pre-order one.
Right.
It's the same thing now, but now you can actually buy one. It's not a pre-order status anymore. Zion 9 has the right idea. PlayStation Newegg Shuffle. That's it. If you have a PlayStation Network account, that's all that's really required here.
Right.
Is it's on Sony Direct or PlayStation Direct. It's on the PlayStation Store. You click the button and it just says you're registered. I did it earlier this morning. I bought my PS5 from Sony or from PlayStation Direct, so I don't know if they're going to let me have a second one or if it's like one per customer. But like, there are so many people out there who are dying to get one of these things. I'm just signing up anyway, just in case I get one. I know I can sell that.
and maybe murder as well.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. If I own a PS5, I get another. Maybe. Yeah, or I mean, that's the thing. I have so many friends who want these. It's like, I will gladly just full price sell them. Just be like, here you go. Give me my $500 back and it's yours. Have at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I can go to another ecosystem except for Xbox at this point. I don't even own an Xbox yet, but because I have like Xbox Game Pass, I have the Windows Game Xbox app. It's like I would rather stick to that ecosystem because not a lot of PlayStation games exclusivity is really getting to me. And then not only that, but
that
they're
would
starting.
be the only reason.
They're starting to talk about like presenting PlayStation IPs to PC gaming. So it's just like I would just rather go to Xbox at this point. But it is what it is. I am excited for that Halo Master Chief Edition Xbox Series X to see what it looks like because it was already rumored to come out. Again, not really an article for this week, but
there's pictures of it online.
Oh, I actually have not seen them. So if anybody wants to like link to those, that'd be great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Screw.
Joe said Master Chief Edition or the Master Chief Collection. It's not that. It's the Halo Infinite Edition.
There you go. Yeah.
There's like hundreds of pictures all over. So
yeah, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, like it's technically, I think it's up for pre-order. Like you can actually get one.
It is.
It's just as with normal Series X's, they're sold out. Right, so it's like it's just hard to get one.
Yeah.
But yeah, for anybody out there who's still trying to get your hands on a PS5, or you know somebody who is, direct them to that link.
Right. All right.
It's a PlayStation account. If it works anything like it did when I bought mine from Sony, because I'm a PS Plus subscriber, it was free shipping. It was like it was free 2-day shipping, which I thought was really cool.
Right. Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, if you're wanting to get a PS5 now, this is yet another chance for you to get one. Chance again. Make sure
chance. Yeah, this is not a guarantee. This is literally you like, oh hey, I won. I can buy one now. You know, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's
all right.
true.
So let's get on with the next one. Clay, I believe we've stated this from the very beginning.
Man, is it 2002 already?
Yeah. And,
oh wow.
And here's the thing, like when we started Nerd Junkies, we took a lot of the concepts from several different sources of what we liked. G4 TV was one of those things that we really liked with, Attack of the Show, a couple of other different titles that were out there, and we were just like, man, and at the time they were actually were actually going away.
There was I would say, and this is going back 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Like G4 TV actually, I used to love it back in the day. This is back when it first launched.
Yeah.
When it was just G4, it was just video games. This is pre-cops and cheaters and all that, Spike TV crap, right? But it was like they had two shows that kind of stood out. This is what me and Joe were talking about. They had Attack of the Show. That was after the merger with Tech TV. Right. But G4 also had a show on there called G4TV.com. And it was basically an open video game discussion with people on a chat.
Right.
And it was like, that's it. And then we also had an idea just for game streaming. It was going to be like Mystery Science Theater. That was Joe's big thing. And it was like, that was cool. Good idea.
We had ideas for several different shows, but clearly we didn't have the bandwidth to do it all.
Yeah, and also back then when we first started this, there was no streaming technology like there is now. So
there was no Elgato to save us.
Yeah.
But
so G4 is coming back.
Woo!
Again.
Yes. Do it.
It's next month. It's like it's fine print November. I think it's the 16th or something. I don't even know. But it's like they're coming back. It's going to be on, basically from what they say, it's going to be on their website. Now, it might also have a live Twitch feed, a YouTube feed, something, Twitter. I don't know. But at the moment, it's going to be on their website. I won't say I'm excited yet because I don't know if it's ever going to capture the magic that original G4 had. This might just be all about YouTube and content creation. Who knows?
Who knows?
But I'm very curious. I'm going to be checking it out just to see if it's anything like it was back in the day.
Right.
I will say on YouTube right now, one of the things, if you go to the G4 channel on YouTube, like Adam Sessler is back and he does like game reviews all the time. And the guy still has it.
Yeah.
The guy has not lost a second of it. He is still a great resource to watch.
Dude, and his voice just brings back a whole bunch of memories back in the day. It's just like
extended play. This is pre-X Play. When it was extended play, that was an awesome show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and not only that, he did like the Sessler versus Sessler segments where he would actually go against his own thoughts and bring some really good arguments to certain aspects of games, where things are going, and I was just like, wow, you can really look deep into yourself and actually have an argument with yourself. You're getting to clay levels.
Dude, I'm telling you, like I've always been a fan of extended play. That was on Tech TV originally. Like that didn't become X Play until the G4 merger, but it was like I've always been a fan of that guy, and then when I saw him pop up again, like last year, like doing G4 stuff again, I was like, I'm in. Yeah. Let's go.
The only thing that I would like to have return is obviously, like, it might be a long shot in the dark, but if I can get Olivia Munn and Pereira back in the show, that'd be great.
So
they did do a Thanksgiving
Pereira's
special.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a holdout for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was on the Thanksgiving reunion thing,
right.
But no, he actually, I think it was like 2-3 months ago. Like they basically said he's back. He's now working for us again.
Yeah, hilarious Thanksgiving special, dude.
That was really good.
Yeah,
I'll say that. Yeah.
And it was just so out of left field. Like I was just like, what? Y'all having a Thanksgiving special, but I haven't even seen you forever?
BK says Olivia Munn is preggers. Well, how preggers is she? Because you could still...
Bro,
you know,
she can still grab a pack of hot dogs and fucking just raw dog them, no problem.
Just, look, you can still, like, lick portable gaming devices, you know. You know.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. But all right.
That's kind of how she got the job.
Yeah, that was green screen.
Yeah.
It doesn't ruin it for us, man. Whatever. All right. Let's go on to the next one. But yeah, I'm totally excited about G4. I don't know if they stayed exactly, like they say November 16th they're gonna come back, do a watch party and all this other stuff. But man, you know, they were the inspiration for me personally. They were inspiration for Nerd Junkies because it was just so much fun, and just watching them grow was just so amazing. Yeah. But and then what is it? What was it? Spike TV came along and was like, "We'll save you, but you gotta play this crap." Except for Ninja Warrior, which was okay.
Spike is. I think they actually make that joke on the site. If you do like a Control F and look for like cheaters, I think they actually make that joke. Yeah.
We're doubling down on reruns of Cops and Cheaters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
They
my
actually
God.
yeah.
That's hilarious. All right, let's get on with the next one. I believe this is Ricochet, right? The next one is about Call of Duty's.
Technically, it's not, but all right.
Oh, we knew. Actually, that's what it was. Okay.
Just 1 second, Joel. Is
There we
there
go.
any way we can clear the chat or something? Real
Oh,
quick.
What have we got? Some.
On
what
Restream.
the heck? Yeah, we'll just
from
block
YouTube.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
not that big of a deal, but
I know, but it's on Twitch, though.
It's
Oh, does it like repost from YouTube?
Yeah.
oh, okay. No biggie. I just blocked them.
All right.
But yeah, well, do you not have mods? Do you have not mod status for that?
Oh wow.
It's coming up from the Restream, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You'd have to block it on YouTube.
Well, he's no longer posting, so it should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry for everybody who
Yeah.
just saw that.
George Floyd.
Thank you.
What the
Thank you,
Oh
internet
my God.
trolls.
People just don't have enough time on their hands, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get
Moving
on
on.
with the classic. Mortal Kombat will be 30 years old, the damn boomer. 30 years old, 2022, but in 2021 marks 30 years since we actually began. We've seen a couple of these videos online in the past couple of years of just how things came to be, and I always found these fascinating because it's just like we've seen the sprites over and over again, but to see
Yeah.
them in moves here, like it's just like this is amazing. And not only
Yeah.
that, but Clay brings up a very good point that in this video they're literally going off the seat of their pants just talking move sets. They don't even have move sets ready or nothing like that. They're just
Yeah.
talking about it as they're looking at the model.
So I will say a couple things. One is there is a documentary out there. It's probably on one of the streaming services. It's called Insert Coin, and it's all about Midway games throughout the 80s and 90s. And it's they actually have a whole section on the making of Mortal Kombat, and which is really cool because you get a lot of this like behind the scenes features, you know, or like stuff where it's like they talk about like the actors are on there, like Daniel Pesina, the guy who plays Johnny Cage, is in the movie, and he's talking about like when they were filming everything. Because it's like their technology was like, yeah, they filmed real actors and took their pictures and like just took like frames of like throwing a fireball or an ice ball and then translated that into the game. This video on Ed Boon's Twitter, though, it's really cool because it's like, one, it's just awesome behind the scenes footage of Mortal Kombat, but if you listen to it, and I know we probably don't have the sound playing, it's literally Ed Boon and John Tobias, who are like the creators of Mortal Kombat, coming up with Scorpion's spear.
Yeah.
Like on the fly while they're filming. They're like, what if you like threw like a spear and you like brought the guy over to you? Oh yeah, that'd be badass, man. Let's do that. And then like, and that's like, they're directing the actor like, okay, act like you're throwing something, but then like pull back. And it's like, it was really cool to like watch this video because like, it wasn't like storyboarded. It's not like they had this whole thing planned out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Where they were just like, oh, what if this was something that he could do?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, it's just cool to like, I love watching stuff like this.
That's great.
Oh yeah, and like this arm that keeps coming out, like, yeah, that right there.
That's Tobias, right?
No, that's actually Ed Boon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's
That's
so cool,
awesome.
man. I was like, I just love watching this.
Yeah. All right, now we can move on to Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, which
Call
is
of Duty.
finally announcing their Ricochet anti-cheat thing, which I mean, it can. I haven't read anything about this or the technology or what they're using, but Clay, you're saying that people are already stating.
Okay, yeah. So this is, and Mel, I don't know if you read this. Not like they announced this earlier this week. It's similar to Valorant. It's like a kernel level system. So like, it's always there, and it's just waiting for you to start Call of Duty, and then it turns itself on. And then when you stop Call of Duty, it's supposed to shut itself off. And it monitors your system, it monitors processes, it loads at its kernel level, it loads at boot, similar to what Valorant does. And
that's why they have their own launcher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is supposedly, which everybody, I mean, Joe, you play enough Call of Duty, like the cheating thing it's crazy, right?
It's it's been enough for me not to even boot it up for the last month, so I don't even play it.
Yeah, so this is supposedly their fix, which more power to them. If they can come up with a way to stop cheating, I am all about that. Because I mean, I'm going back in the day, like in the 90s when I used to play PC games, and they're just everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot play a game of StarCraft because of all the cheaters. You cannot play Alien vs. Predator 2, one of my favorite PC games of all time, because of all the cheaters everywhere.
Yeah.
It's the worst. But part 2 of this, and this is where the rumor control section kind of comes in, supposedly, this is already being worked on as to be broken. So this kernel level driver is apparently already in the hands of the cheating community, and they are already reverse engineering it to get around it. And so, I mean, obviously we won't know until the game launches, right? Until, what the hell's the new Call of Duty game called?
Vanguard?
Vanguard, yeah. It's like, yeah, so this is supposed to launch. Dude, it's like...
That's how much Call of Duty
like 5
names matter at this point. Yeah.
The new Call of Duty doesn't have a campaign. It's just, so I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
All right? So I was like, just whatever, who cares? So yeah, Vanguard, and after Vanguard, it's like the next season of Warzone is going to implement Ricochet. Anti-cheating thing. Technology.
We'll just be waiting to see the next video that just completely destroys this and puts it into the trash bin.
I mean, yeah.
Cheaters make a lot of money online. I'm pretty sure their industry is just like millions and millions of dollars every year, just from people buying their cheat systems. So
cheaters,
I can see R&D making a lot of effort to try to get around this anyway.
I would say Vanguard is Sledgehammer's new game, right?
I believe so, yeah.
It's their year? Okay, yeah. So like, if they're the ones developing this, okay, literally Activision owns like 400 game studios, and they all do stuff for Call of Duty. So it's like, at somewhere, whoever, Sledgehammer, Raven, Infinity Ward, whoever's working on this, kudos for trying to make this game better.
Right.
100% commend you guys. I really hope it works.
Yeah. I mean, when your player base is mostly multiplayer, I've known people who just buy the game and go straight into the multiplayer. Unless they get some sort of perk or something like that for going through the single player, they will not touch the single player until maybe weeks or months later.
Yeah.
When they're bored of multiplayer. Which that was the whole reason why it sold for $60. You're literally paying for another map pack if you're not playing the single player. Which, to defend, some of Call of Duty's single player games have been amazing. Their storylines have been awesome. Some of them, but then it's just like for everything else, there's multiplayer. Enjoy.
Yeah, it's like, there's a lot of the Call of Duty campaigns I really do like. In my opinion, the Black Ops 4 games are horrible, but like the Modern Warfare games are good. The Advanced Warfare was okay. But yeah, and then you've got World War II. It's all right. Ghost kind of sucked, but like whatever.
Ghost was just recycled crap.
Yeah, Ghost was like Infinity Ward. Remember, they had just finished Modern Warfare 3, and then Ghost was like their next game, and you're just like, what are we doing? Like, what is this? And then they did Infinite Warfare, and it was like, come on, just give me Soap McTavish again and Captain Price. And that's what they did.
What was weird is that. What was weird is that Spacey was actually the highlight of the entire game, and then the low light of the game shortly after.
So that was Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
Advanced Warfare actually was a fun game.
Yeah.
Like, Spacey was in it, and I know we don't want to go into that, but like, no, like the campaign in that was actually pretty good, and the gameplay was solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, good on them. But like, I hope this works. I will say that. Like, for anybody out there who is a cheater in a multiplayer game,
screw you.
Go F yourself. You are obviously terrible at the game. You should just stop. Okay, yeah, it's like, but for everyone else, it's like just have fun with the game.
You almost
You
have
know?
to ask yourself, the industry of cheaters has grown so freaking fast. Remember when cheaters were just literally a game genie guy? Like he just had a game genie, right? And it wasn't anything for like, anything for like sociopathic where you're just trying to shove people's faces that you're better even though you're not. You're using a bot or something, an auto aim. But now this industry has become so freaking big that you got to ask yourself, what type of people are out there that are just like, dude, I got to get my hands on that update of that new cheater so that way I can show them how good I am.
Yeah, you're not.
What? But you're not.
Yes, you doing nothing.
That's like people showing up in army uniforms and just doing the stolen valor thing. It's like, dude, you don't even have a proper KD. Shut up.
Yeah, it's like they're sad people.
Yeah. But all right. I mean, that's cool and all, but let's go on to, I believe this one's actually the rumor control one, right?
No, that was Ricochet being already worked on.
Oh, okay.
No.
This is the final game news.
Oh, but you were showing that Warzone Ricochet anti-kernel level is in the hands of cheat developers already.
That
this
was the
one's
rumor.
the second one, yeah. So this is the rumor, but no solid context here to go off.
Yeah, it's all kind of like, yeah, we have this screenshot of a driver that was digitally signed by Activision, and it's so it's like
they're trying to spoof it.
It could be. It's like we don't know. Like you said, that's why I put this one in rumor control, because I don't want to be there like, oh, it's already broken. Marrow hackers have already destroyed Ricochet.
You're a haterade.
We don't know. Yeah. It's like it is. There is info on this site that says Ricochet is already in the hands of cheaters, and they're working on like breaking it open. That's all we know. There's been no, like, until the game launches, we don't know.
Yeah.
Like when the game comes out and then Ricochet patch 1.0 releases right next to it, and then it says, yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. We don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, well, let's move on to the next one then. This one's our last one of the show, but this one's for Nintendo Switch Online expansion is going on. And
Nintendo did one of their directs like on Thursday.
Yeah. So what's the highlights here?
So the majority of the direct was based on Animal Crossing and like all the new stuff that they're putting into it. Now I'm a fan of Animal Crossing, believe it or not. But I stopped playing it a while ago because I basically did everything in it that I wanted to do. But I know a lot of people who still play it. They still love it. And more power to them.
I've heard a lot of like people that like casual games love Animal Crossing. Like if you like The Sims, you're gonna like Animal Crossing. Yeah,
it is. Animal Crossing, in my opinion, it's a great little time waster. It's awesome. The direct, the majority of it, if you watch it, it's all about these new updates that they're putting into it, which are cool. Like if you're an Animal Crossing fan, there's a lot of good stuff. And then there's also, so they talk about this big free update that's coming to the game, which is going to give you like all this new stuff. And then there's also a paid DLC that's coming out, which is like a whole new section into the game where you go to these other islands and you help people design their own like houses and stuff like that. And it's like, cool, good for you guys. That DLC, it's like $25, and it's like, whatever, cool. Then one of the things that we've been waiting on is we, meaning like retro game fans, like this guy, is Nintendo Switch Online, which is currently out. It's $20 a year. You get access to like the online multiplayer stuff. You know, $20 a year is not bad, right? No. So it's like Xbox Live, Game Pass, PlayStation Plus, they're all like over $60 a year, you know? So it's like, yeah, so you're $20 a year, you get your online access for games, so you can play like Splatoon 2 online with people. You get your save game backups, which is nice because it is a portable device. Maybe you drop it and there goes all your save games, right? Yeah. And then you get the NES and Super Nintendo games online. So like they have a collection of NES and Super Nintendo games that you just have access to. It's like, hey, I'm going to play Mario 3. Boom, there it is. It's awesome. For $20 a year, it's a steal. Then a couple months ago, they announced the expansion pass or pack for it, the expansion pack, which is going to add N64 games and Sega Genesis games into it. Which, retro game fan here, I was like, oh my god, that's awesome! I'm so excited for this.
I need my N64 games.
What was that?
I need my N64 games.
N64 games are great. Sega Genesis games are great. Like this was, I was like, I am super pumped for this. And then after the Animal Crossing thing was over, they said, oh yeah, here's the details on the expansion pack. You can either go Nintendo Switch Online for $20 a year, or you can have the expansion pack for $50 a year. And you're like,
what? Wait.
Hold on. There's fine print here, right? N64 games and Genesis games, it's like, how is that $30 extra? Like, that to me doesn't, like, that money doesn't add up in my head.
Yeah.
Oh, but then they're shoveling that Animal Crossing $25 DLC into it at the same time.
So basically, you're just getting that for free.
Yeah, but what if you don't play Animal Crossing?
Then it's a waste, yeah.
What if you just want the retro games? And what if you don't even own Animal Crossing? And you're like, I have no interest in that whatsoever. Can I take my $20 and just add on $10 or something and just get retro stuff? No. You're now saddled with DLC that you don't need.
It's almost
for $50.
It's almost like they're forcing you to not waste that money and try Animal Crossing.
Fine. It should be an option.
Sure.
Like, in I know I'm talking about Nintendo, the company that is more afraid of giving players options than anything else on the planet. But it's like, to me, this was like a complete swing and a miss. It was like, you have fans out there who want this, and then you're shoveling things on top of it that they might not want. Why? So you can get more money.
I'm gonna be honest, I have not touched Animal Crossing in a year. So
I haven't touched it since March, when the final fish were available, and I maxed out my museum. That was in March, and I was like, cool, I'm done. You know, take the game out, put it on the shelf. I'm now done with Animal Crossing.
But it's a one-time thing for the $20, right? Like, one time out of the year, you only pay the $20 and you get all the extra stuff. But if you just want the retro stuff, what?
I basically can maybe understand 30 or 40.
I will pay 30 and not bat an eyelid.
Yeah.
And look, it's not like I can't afford the $50. I already pay for Game Pass and PlayStation Network and Switch Online. You know, it's like, I can pay for it.
A lot of people.
It's literally the principality of it. You know.
Yeah.
I get it. I get
principality.
You couldn't just add another bubble click where it said add option 3. You just want the retro stuff.
I just want the retro stuff. And there are some companies, I'm not saying Nintendo is one of these people, some companies actually look at things like social media and outcry and oh, hey, we have 10 likes on YouTube and 42 million dislikes. The dislikes on this Nintendo Direct are currently 2-1 bad, because I know I'm not the only person out there who's like, I don't want that DLC. Why would you saddle those two things together like that?
They don't even exclusively go together. You don't think retro gaming and Animal Crossing on the same sentence.
Yeah, this to me is one of those part of my ongoing love-hate relationship with Nintendo, where it's like, I will always be a fan of Nintendo because I grew up on Nintendo, and and I love the Switch. I think it's an awesome console. I've said that a million times. They make amazing games, and then they do crap like this, and I'm like, come on, man!
You're giving us a DLC that a lot of people are not going to use.
You're better than this. Just be smart for once. You know, come on.
Who knows,
like I said,
man?
40 would actually make sense because $10 each
30.
retro. 30.
I'm down. I'll pay 30 right now. No problem at all. And then, but it's 50. It's oh, it's only $20. I can pay the $20.
Mm-hmm.
I'm choosing not to. And this is one of those things where it's like, no, I'll just stick with my NES and Super Nintendo games. I own the majority of those games on the N64 and Genesis anyway.
Right.
This just saves me a convenience of having to break out a console.
Yeah, I could see that. Mm-hmm. That sucks though, but it's not like it's not expected, right? Like there's gonna be something that Nintendo is just either. Again, we go right back to the arguments. Like you're either ignorant or this was intentional.
Yeah. They just want. Look, I get it. They want their money. It's fine, but like, just come on. Yeah. Just work with us here, Nintendo. Work with us. All right, $30.
It is what it is. But that was the last news article that we had for this week. We appreciate you coming by. And by the way, as if you're looking at our background, we do have the 100 followers giveaway, where 1 out of the 100 first followers for us is going to win a $25 gift card to Steam. If you're one of those lucky people, you just let us know whether you want a digital or a physical one. But yeah, we'll go from there. And then also join us on the Discord.
It'll be digital. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
You know what? Go to 7-Eleven, buy a gift card, and mail it to somebody. Okay, it'll be a digital card.
Here's the thing. Yeah. But that's what makes us better than Nintendo. And we gave them the option. Okay. So shut up. I will not give in to your looks. As arousing as they might, disappointing as they might be. What?
What?
All right. Well, that's it for the show this week. But...
What is the line in Kung Fu Panda where it was like?
Oh, he's so awesome.
He's like and handsome.
And handsome.
Like
some random
the
in
awesomeness
the background.
And the handsomeness.
Yeah, and the handsomeness.
All that.
Yeah, my favorite one is all like, you should. What was it? The quote's all like, I see you like to chew. Maybe you should chew.
Perhaps you would like to
on my best.
I love that movie.
All right. Well, let's get out of here. Mel, you got anything closing? Anything you want to tell the audience here, since you're our famous mod, first OG, triple OG?
What are you playing this week, Mel?
This week, probably some more Final Fantasy. I might do some Overwatch, do the Halloween stuff. But other than that, nothing too much.
This week is a Genji skin, which is pretty cool, but I don't play Genji, so it's like whatever.
Yeah. And also, don't fucking piss me off on Discord.
That'll work.
The hammer is coming out, man.
The hammer drops pretty hard on our Discord if you violate the rules. So, I mean, whatever. But yeah, join up on our Discord. It's awesome. It's growing. We're so proud of it, and we're like level 2 now or something. Yeah, one of our followers boosted it all the way up to level 2, and then we had a couple of other people boosted it up. So props to them. Thank you everyone for boosting the Discord server. We're gonna get started on those. Actually, I'm just gonna crack the whip on Max or Cranky Pants to build us the new emojis and stickers and whatnot. But then we'll go from there. We appreciate you all for coming by, and we'll see you this. Are we all gonna be available this next Saturday? Usually we like to tell people a week ahead when we're gonna be casting, or if we're not gonna be casting for that Saturday.
Next week's the 23rd. Why wouldn't we be here?
I don't know, because it's me and I have family and I have things.
Well, you should have thought about that.
Fine, I'll go murder them. I'll be there.
See? There you go. Problem solved. Sometimes easiest solution, point A to B,
All right, this is just a bit of chloroform. All right.
I smell nothing.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Mel's like with my wife's like, just watch out, don't sniff the claw. All right, let's get out of here. Appreciate everyone. We'll see you next week. We'll be back with some more game news, and hopefully we'll have segments back by then. Hopefully. I'm still working on it, but yeah. Later, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, BK.
Bye.